Greetings RC friends, welcome to Props and Deals. If you watched the last video that I posted, you already know that I had terrible experience with this U.S.A. F-22 Raptor. They claim this is 4 channels, no it's 3 channel, and it was a dog. It didn't fly well, it was a dud. I did not recommend it. And right after this, now I have this claimed 4 channel microjet. It's not two channels, but probably it's going to turn out to be 3 channel as well. It is from KFRC of KFPLANE. It is called KF605. I hope this is a better one. I really hope so, because I don't want to have the same experience I had last time. Let's open it up and see. Alright, here it is folks. Here's the airplane itself. It doesn't have a single pusher prop. It has 2 smaller pusher props on each wing, and it's definitely larger than the U.S.A. F-22 Raptor. And here the vertical stabilizers actually came detached, so 2 of those. Here's the controller, toy grade 2.4 GHz controller. And here is the color manual. And the first part is in English and the second part is in Chinese. Then we have the charger that goes into a USB adapter, the landing gear, wired landing gear, a spare set of propellers, a prop removal tool over here, and a small Phillips screwdriver. Let's see, the battery should be already in there, in the battery compartment. Yes, it is. Oh, they left it connected. Fortunately, it has an on-off switch, so that's good. The battery, I'm going to leave it on because I want to test it out before charging it. There should be some residual charge, stored charge. And let's start by putting on the gear, landing gear. So here is the main landing gear that goes into this slot, I'm assuming. It's probably going to slide like this over here and all the way, and then clicks in. It's a nice little mechanism, very easy. And this is supposed to be facing forward like this. Oh no, it makes more sense if it bends a little like this. Let me quickly check the manual. Yeah, so this little loop is supposed to face back. So it just goes in like this. And nice and straight. And let's put on the vertical stabilizers. Are they identical? They seem to be identical, yes. And they're already angled over here, so you basically put these into the slot, so it's nice attachment mechanism. Push these into slots and push it back, and it click in. They click in. Again, no glue, no screws needed for this. It's very quick. And here it is. So let's see how many batteries we need for the transmitter. 4 AA batteries. Turns it on. Okay, I'm quickly going to check the manual so I'm not doing anything wrong. Okay, so far everything is well laid out and labeled. So let me go through the controller buttons. So here is the main power on-off button. This is the right stick. This is the throttle rudder, and this is for right-left banking and then up and down pitch adjustment. And then here we have the trims for the ailerons and elevator. So these are for the pitch, these are for the bank. And I was wrong, this is actually 4 channels. And the way it uses rudder is not physical rudder, but by differentially changing the thrust from these propellers. So it has 2. So this controls the propellers. And the trim for that is here. So this is the rudder trim. This is a 1-key return or U-turn. So if you took off in this orientation and you press this, it is supposed to make a 180-degree turn and come back to you. And if you don't stop it, it's going to pass you and then continue. But it's not really return to home, but if you are disoriented and then press that, it should come back to you. There's a lighting control. Unfortunately, I don't have any lights on this one, on this model. And then this says scroll. I think it may be for doing loops or something, like scroll, maybe stunt button, we will figure that out. And this is the speed selector, so it will start in the low speed and then press once, it will beep twice and it will go into high speed. So it will cycle between low and high speeds. Okay, for starting it up, we turn on the controller first and then plane. And there should be, okay, so let's turn it on. Here we go. And then up, down. And as you can see, it is gyro stabilized. And let's see. These controls are what are called ailerons. It's aileron and elevator all in one. So when I'm controlling it like this, the elevator, do you see? And then these are the aileron controls. So they are mixed together. Do you see? This is aileron mixing. Very nice so far. And then for rudder, it is changing the speed on one and decreasing the speed on the other one. So there is really a rudder control, although it's with thrust vectored rudder, not with surfaces, moving surfaces. So far so good. And I am much more hopeful than yesterday with the E-Sheen F-22 Raptor. So hopefully this KF plane will fly better. Before going outside, let's weight it in flight ready condition. It's going to be a little challenging to weight it without touching surface. Okay. It is difficult to see, but nothing is touching. Let me try to show. Probably cannot see it over here because it's being blocked. Let me change the camera angle. And here is the weight. A little over 70 grams. 70.7 grams to be exact. Alright, let's go outside and fly it. The sun is setting, but I don't want to wait for another day because it's a beautiful day, so I'm going to go ahead and fly it anywhere. Everything is set up and I'm just going to do a hand launch. So far so good. It doesn't have that unstable behavior that we have seen. Okay, I'm going to increase the rate because the turn radius was a little too slow for my taste. It almost went into that tree, but it is very stable. Although you need quite a bit of coordinated turns, I think, for better turns because it is not turning easily. It is too stable. The turn radius is really a lot, I mean a lot. Okay, let's turn the other way. And it turned a little better that way. So you have to do probably coordinated turns. The aileron turns are not that good. You see? These are maximum turns. And you have to turn it. It's giving a little throttle with the both rudder. Yes, it's a slow turning. Oh, turns left much better than right. Maybe you have to fly a little faster, I'm not sure. Let's try the scroll, what the scroll is. Whoa! It almost crashed, okay. You have to give a lot of throttle, I think, before doing that, so. Scroll is, it does a roll. Let's do this. And it does a loop, okay. Scroll is the stunt button. Yeah, definitely fly on the higher speed because the turns are not that good. You see I'm full left turn and then now I have to increase the throttle and use also the rudder in order to turn. Maybe rudder turns are better. Oh yeah, the rudder turns are much better. Do you see? With the rudder, I'm turning very easily. It's like those two-channel airplanes. But the good thing is, I think this is it will let you do aerobatics. Let's see if I can do aerobatics without using the scroll. No, I couldn't. It didn't let me. And use the rudder for turning. Okay, this is the glide. Wow, it's gliding pretty. Like the piece of wood. It was coming down like a piece of wood, but when the motors are on, it's yeah. So this is definitely not a floater. When I cut down the throttle, and you need to give a little down elevator, I think, when turning, because now it's turning much better. You see, you have to fly it a little faster and then turn it that way. If it doesn't have enough airspeed, the tail doesn't have enough authority for turning like this. So don't give you even up elevator when you are turning. You can even give a little bit of down elevator. Yeah, I have habit formed by flying like real proper 4-channel airplanes, where when you are doing an aileron turn, you have to give a little bit of up elevator because you are losing a little bit of lift. On this one, it's the opposite. In order to turn quicker, you may have to give a little bit of down elevator and then it turns better. Do you see? Now it can turn on a dime. Now I learned that. Now I'm feeling a little more comfortable. I can fly a little closer. No, I like this. This is really good. This is definitely a step up from those 2-channel microjets that I've been reviewing a lot on my channel. And by the way, I didn't mention how much I paid for this. I got this from Banggood. I think it was flash deal, and I only paid $42, including shipping to my house. Shipped to the door, $42. A little like just a bit over $42, and I think it's a great deal because this is really 4-channel. I mean, the rudder is not maybe moving rudder, but this is very stable. I wish I could just do you know, rolls and things like that without the need of that button. You know, manual, maybe full manual mode, but I'm sure full manual mode will be a handful on this one. Yeah, I have to relearn, like give a little bit of nose down in order to turn faster, or you have to have your airspeed going in order to be able to use those ailerons for aileron turns. But this is great. No, I really am enjoying it right now. Unlike all the issues I have been having with the E-sheen on. This is great. I really like it. So I'm going to land it, and then maybe I will try instead of hand launch, like a proper takeoff from the ground. Let's see. Whoa, it's coming a little fast. All right, I dropped it, but no harm done. Yeah, almost no harm done. Just the front landing gear moved a little bit. Okay, so I'm just going to try having a takeoff from that runway over here. I hope it rolls straight. The wind is right now coming from my back, kind of from my back, so always take off into the wind. Let's see if this has enough power, and will I be able to keep it straight. Oh, it's turning all to the left, so I have to bend it a little bit, because otherwise it's not going to. It's more straight now. Okay, here goes nothing. Wow, it took off. Amazing.
it took off. It was a little slow, but I could have probably used, I forgot, this is an elevator. I could have used the elevator for a faster takeoff. Like a quick blip up elevator and it would have just lifted off because there was a lot of drag from those plastic wheels landing gear. No, I like it. I like it. I wish it had the lights. I had the one with the lights because I could have flown it even a darker weather. So, no, I love it. I keep saying the same thing over and over. I'm sorry, but I really like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
And it looks so good. So scale. Alright, I can do rudder turns like a 2-channel airplane. Yeah. Just I'm using my left thumb. So this is a rudder turn. See? It is doing differential thrust. So you can basically fly this only with the left stick and scratch yourself with your right hand. Amazing, it's flying so good. I'm so happy that I had finally another bud. Yes, I love it. Everything is so great. The controller feels good in my hands and you just have to get used to it. You know, if you are doing aileron turns, you have to, instead of pulling up the elevator, you may have to leave it neutral or just even push it down to gain a little bit of speed. And you see, it's helping the turn. And once you get used to it, you can just do coordinated turns even. A little rather ailerons. And it flies definitely faster than my 2-channel microjets. It's a little heavier. It's a porker, right? Over 70 grams, but and the battery has been doing pretty good so far. I haven't heard the DDD sound that the manual says once you get a low battery, the transmitter, I guess it has telemetry. The transmitter in my hand should be making sounds. Let's get it to that and see if it happens. I'm just going to keep flying. And I don't want to do any more of those rolls that I've been doing using this scroll thing. The reason is I don't want to lose it. It's getting dark. Let's try the U-turn. Okay, let's press this. And it's supposed to turn now? No, it didn't turn. Okay, maybe it was trying to turn? I'm not sure. Maybe with the long press? I'm not sure. I will try it out another day, that U-turn thing. It didn't turn, okay. The only thing it doesn't do well is glide. Like, okay, maybe I am, but it's not very well balanced, so. Yeah, it just keeps coming down pretty quickly. It's like a real jet. They need to keep flying. They need to have airspeed. Wow, good flight time. Good flight time. It's not very slow, but I mean you can get it nice and low and just start doing circles around yourself. Very stable. Very stable. Hello there. Okay, now we have the DD. Okay, it's time to land. I don't want to take the chance for it falling out of the sky. Let's do one final turn. Okay, that was a little scary. I held it, but it was sideways, so although I think I pulled the throttle all the way down, it kept spinning because I held it upside down. It was trying to right itself up, I guess. Okay, well, here is folks from KFPLANE KF605. I think that's Raptor, right? The shape looks like Raptor. Anyway, whatever it is, I like it, and it is highly recommended. Out of 5 props, the props and wheels score is 5 for this one. Yes, it's a super bud. I really enjoyed flying it, and I wish I had more batteries. I would have continued even in this light to fly it. And I like the telemetry, so when the battery is low, it is letting you know. So that's great. So I have no complaints whatsoever. It came together in like 5 minutes, less than that, and it started flying right away. Even did a rolling takeoff, which was great, I think, which was great. All right, folks, here it is. I hope you enjoyed this review. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned for future videos coming of 2-channel, 3-channel, 4-channel airplanes, as well as helicopters and drones. So I've been lately reviewing a lot of helicopters and drones as well. And if you're interested, let me know in the comments. Stay safe and healthy. Hope to see you on the next video. Bye bye.